So basically this is about the point of splits and why do we speedrunners use splits. First of all, there are many programs which you can use for splits, like probably majority of runners is going to use LiveSplit, which is also my favorite, but if you want you can use any other program as long as the time it counts, or as long as the countdown of the time is correct. Yeah, so this at the bottom is WSplit, which I used to use before I switched to LiveSplit and before LiveSplit got updated, so it doesn't have that many problems as it used to have, although there are some minor problems with it still. And basically you can use, as I said, you can use any LiveSplit program, and usually when you don't have split set up, it's going to look like this. This is WSplit, this is LiveSplit, basically a timer, right? And you press a key and it starts counting a time. You press a key again, it stops counting a time, it shows you the current result. You press a key, it's reset the time to 0. But usually the runners are actually the split program. It looks a bit different, right? And this is because, let's just move it, come on. It's because we set up splits. So here is edit layout, Hitman. Okay, Hitman wasn't found. What? How about this one? There we go. That's my splits for Hitman, right? This is how it looks. And now when I split when I press a key for split, it starts the timer. When I hit again, it shows me the difference and update the time again. And at the last level, when I hit a split key, it stops counting time, shows me the current result, shows me how much time I saved based on my PB. I hit a key, it resets and updates the time. No, I don't want to save. And as I said, you can use any program you want. Here is how it works with WSplit. Save. Ding. That's a WSplit. God damn it, I fucked something up. Yeah, I don't remember how we used to configure LiveSplit, which is WSplit, which is also why I moved to LiveSplit, because LiveSplit has just so much more options for the way it looks. So yeah, think and save. But still, some people may not know what the point of splits is and why it doesn't matter where you split. Really, it does not matter where you split. You can, like as I said, this is why this is how my splits look for Hitman, and it's basically each level when I finish split, finish second level split, finish third level split. Who likes Björk's bomb? Another level split, blah 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 blah. But it doesn't matter. You can have, for example, in Asylum, let's say Asylum Aftermath is a really long level, so it's like Asylum Aftermath past elevator. There we go. There is a new split. Right, I didn't start a split. So basically, let's say I start a level, I start splitting, I start the first split. Run. And let's assume that this level takes like 10 minutes and it takes 5 minutes to get to the elevator. So I get to the elevator, I press a key in the elevator and I split. Right? Oh nice, actually it's unpaused. And it doesn't really matter where you put splits, because it's an information for you as a runner, not actually something you need for verification. Like, if you feel really confident with a game and you know, like, you can realize when you fucked up, you can simply use this. Like, you can have just this timer and basically run with this timer and it's completely fine. If there is like something which is important to point out, it's a bad idea to, let's do it like this. Go to settings, here are your keys, right? Basically this is start, delete is my start, reset is on a scroll lock, pause in on a pause key, and then there is comma and a period, which is for next and undo split. And it's a really bad idea if you don't have these 5 keys. Yes, 5 keys. Bound. Sorry, English is hard. It's a bad idea because sometimes you just forget to split and you realize it like 10 seconds or maybe even 2 minutes after the fact. And you don't want splits which are going to be confusing for you. So basically, if you do like a full run of a game and you forgot to split, it's best to press next split, and it's gonna show nothing. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't make the run invalid. Right, the global hotkeys as well. And the rest you can basically, like, if it comes to customization of live split, there is like a pretty good video from one of the runners which explains how you can customize it. It's actually pretty easy to figure out, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna link to that video. What I wanted to say is, let's say you're doing a blind race and you want and I think you have to have a timer. One of the good ideas, at least as far as I'm concerned, is to disable global hotkeys for a long runs where you don't split, like you have only one split. The point is so you don't accidentally hit your split key. So basically now, if I press my split key, nothing happens. But let's say there is a countdown on IRC and it counts till the start of the race, and it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? And then I basically click here, split, click here, and then if I hit reset or any other stuff, it won't have an effect as long as I'm not focused on my splitter. Or my split program. So yeah, this is like one little thing which I wanted to point out, which is why this isn't always a good idea to have a global hotkeys enabled. But in most of the cases, it is too good in most of cases you really want to have global hotkeys enabled. So I'm guessing that's it. Pretty much. That should be basics of splitting.